Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Chop. Bro, you gotta move. Come on, move. All right. That's fine. It's a little hard to concentrate. Hey, how's it going? Long time, right? So I was recently asked by multiple people to kind of give an update, tell you where I've been, what I've been doing. I have kind of disappeared. My presence has disappeared from YouTube. And if you go to my channel, you may notice that a lot of the videos have been taken down. Most of them, all but a select few. I have reasons for that. It's not, they're actually still up. If you have a link or want the link, they're still there. I have just made them not accessible to the world because it started to affect my life spiritually. It did. The demonic using it, trying to use information, extract it, and then use it. And it didn't work. Didn't work. Praise God. But that's my reason behind it. Anyway, I've been doing all right. I've found a stable job. When I started the channel, I was so traumatized. I didn't work, and my family was okay with me just staying there and not working. And at a certain point, I don't know if I've gone over this or not before, but at a certain point, like I'm like, as a man, I can't just like stay at your house, even if you're cool with it. Like I can't just do that. And so eventually, obviously, I got back out, and I've been working at a place for a while. I like my job. They allow me to joke with them the way that it's not a very stiff-necked place. I enjoy fixing things. That's what I do. Since I haven't been editing videos and, well, editing YouTube videos or vlogging, basically, I've kind of picked up a few hobbies. You may notice all the art behind me. I did these two, kind of paying homage to the saints. And this one way over here is actually a lot brighter, but my son did these. He gets into it after seeing the stuff that his dad makes, so that's pretty cool. If you'd like, on Instagram, Painting in the Dark LP, or here is a QR code you can scan and it'll take you directly to it if you're on Instagram. That's one of the things that I kind of do when I'm stressed out. I'm trying to, I have many other, I picked up a lot of hobbies, but I paint when I'm overwhelmed by the work of those other hobbies. I've got into film production, still with my phone. You can make a solid movie with your phone. There's some lenses that you can buy that attach to your phone. They're made for your phone, and they make it look like you shot it with an actual like camera that someone would use. And then there's editing software, complicated, but I'm learning that you can do amazing things with. That you just make it look like it's a Hollywood production. It's just the knowledge and the amount of time that you put into it. So again, kind of expensive hobbies, but I enjoy it. I tell you what, the past few months, probably since around October is where it started. Mid-October, I started evaluating where my life is at and where I want it to be. Still living paycheck to paycheck, like most people. Like I said, I love my job. They know how I feel about this too, by the way. I'm honest with them, and they support me. I'm not exactly where I want to be, and I see where I want to be. And so, it's just kind of a self-check. Like how are you going to get there? Like, develop a plan. Start looking at finances and stuff, and other things. Picking up skills. That's how I entertain myself now. That I don't watch TV. I'm learning or working on stuff to try and sell, but people haven't really bought it. Oh yeah, I did that one too. That one's from my mama. I just forgot to give it to her. But so I've still been working on the, I always want to say Enochian, but it's not solely based on Enoch. The the story that I've derived from the Apocrypha. It's been based around it. If you've followed me, you remember it. And it's gotten much more complicated, which is great, dramatic. That's the point. You can kind of see the way, direction that I'm trying to go in. All the skills that I'm trying to pick up is so that I can write, produce, edit, and act within this world that I'm trying to build. And it's pretty epic, but it's pretty logical. It's all based on logic. Fallen angels of Enoch, Asmodeus, the demon from the Testament of Solomon, is there. Witch of Endor, all these people. I've just noticed there's nothing new under the sun, and I just wonder what that world looks like. And I think the more that I wonder about that, the more that I make connections. I'm like, oh, it looks like this one. So how would those characters behave? And it's just fascinating. Even if it's just the spirit thereof. I'm not saying you're ever gonna like bump into Azazel, but it's like I don't know. I can see it. So I've been working on that. I'm still excited about it, and I can't wait to start actually producing or revealing some of it. In other news, our friend and brother David Beverly, Jesus Freak Computer Geek, has written a book. I think most of the community that follows me has heard about it, but it's called The Coming Flood of AI. Just in case you haven't, you can, I don't know where you can purchase it, but I know you can probably find it on the internet if you Googled it. The Coming Flood of AI, written by David Beverly. It's also on Audible, so if you have a busy lifestyle, or you're just sort of a auditory learner, listener. I mean, I listen to my Bible mostly. It's there too, and it was produced extremely well, so kudos to you, David. People were telling me, hey, you should read it, it's well written, and it took me a few months before I picked it up, because I feared that maybe our views would clash, and I respect him. He's my friend, and I guess I could have just picked up the phone and called him, right? Nothing in the book. I don't want to get into it, because we're going to do a live stream soon. I don't have a date yet. I'll update you. I'm sure he'll announce it as well, but just talk about our ideas about it. And I just thought that I was coming from a different space, and I'm impressed with it. I encourage you to get it. It's very well written, and the way that he interjects some of the things that people call conspiracy theory, it at least says, hey, I mean, you can look it up or not. That's another thing about the world. I still see people. I try not to spend a whole lot of time on Facebook. I'm all about producing something. Like I need to move forward, build my kingdom, right? But when I do look on there, like people arguing about like the shape of the earth or other things, it's like, it's ridiculous. I'm not gonna convince you of anything, because you believe what you believe, vice versa. It's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of, maybe that's the trap. Maybe that's the web. What is that verse? It was a Bible verse. The word might not say web, but when I was a kid, they said it all the time. And then I've seen videos produced about them saying the web of the serpent or the devil. And they always pointed toward the World Wide Web, but it might be more organic than that. I mean, that's a part of it. It's a tool. The internet is a tool. Use it how you want. If you want to look up nonsense and rot your brain with some of the things that are out there, destroy your marriage even, you can. Or you can use it to learn a new language, which I'm actively pursuing. Anyway, so I just wanted to give an update, say hi, hello. I don't think I'll be making, Lord laughs at our plans. I don't think I'll be making a bunch of videos soon, but I'm actively working on this epic apocryphal story, and painting stuff as well, and you know, learning how to use the editing software so that when my story is complete, I can start putting the pieces together to get it produced. I'd also like to make some like crime dramas around New Orleans, just because it's got so much culture. It really does. It's a beautiful city and a horrible city at the same time. And I'd really like to just film down there. I've got some friends and connections now, but slow in the making. Anyway, I just wanted to say what's up, but I will show you some of the art if you just want to see it here and not go to Instagram, so that you kind of get an idea of what I do. So as you can see, this thing's kind of a mess. Every time that I over pour epoxy, I don't want to waste it, so I make I pour them in a mold and I make something so that I can make art with. And that is why you see a pile of stuff. This is just extra. That's just extra. That's why you see a pile of stuff. But I use these things. I've kind of switched from doing glow in the dark. The reason the Instagram channel is called Painting in the Dark was because I did a glow thing, and I started trying to do like 3D things so that I could attach them to a painting and make them look. You can see my dogs have destroyed the couch. We're about to throw it away, but it's I'm gonna use it in a prop for a movie, so that's why it's still here. But it makes a 3D effect. I was trying to do Saints, Louisiana. My son painted that for me for my birthday, which is really cool. I know none of my signatures are on any of these, but I do like a LP for my signature, and he did a AP. Because his first name starts with A. So yeah, it's just like father like son, right? That one, like I said, from my mama, the gift that keeps on giving. Just something I put together. I thought she'd enjoy. Aiden painted that one for me as well. What is it called? Let your color shine. That's what it is. Yeah, the way he did the sun, dude. He's yeah, I'm just so proud of that kid. And well, all the glare, but I made that. I just do stuff for fun. This one right here, I call it Sleeping Dragon, because you can kind of see it, right? I was experimenting with hot glue just to see what it would do with epoxy. And I kind of liked it. It was just a little. It kind of makes things. You can texturize stuff, sort of like what I'm trying to do with the epoxy molds. But this was just a tester. I was testing different pigments, and I didn't even do that on purpose. My intention was not to create the eye of what looks like a dragon asleep, and it kind of did its own thing. And so then I built off of that. I did kind of add to it after I was like, wow, that looks like a dragon's eye. So anyway, I think that that's super cool. He's not giving us a spirit of fear. This isn't like, you know, this isn't paying homage to anything. It's asleep. But I just, yeah, it's just super neat. And I didn't mean to do that. The ink did that all on its own. It's not actually ink, but the colors did that all on its own. But that's what I do. That's what I do for fun. Yeah. So this is the sort of stuff that I do for fun. Here's a flag that I epoxied. You're probably not going to be able to see it because I have too much light in here, but it actually glows in the dark. Yeah, it's not gonna. All of this pigment, I mean all of it really, the purple, all that glows in the dark. So I cut the lights out every night, and it's super bright. It soaks up the light while the lights are on, and then you cut the lights out and it slowly fades. But I repurposed the flag because during the COVID nonsense, they weren't retiring them. The Boy Scouts wouldn't pick them up from my work, who normally did. So I asked if I could take quite a few home. Still have some more I want to make. And I started to experiment with it, and they looked gorgeous. They looked beautiful. So this is kind of my peacetime work. There's stuff I like to do for fun, and everything else, they're just hobbies right now, but I plan to build on them. Anyway, that's it. Much love. Good to see you all. I'm still around. Just quiet. Just quiet. But always watchful. John always talked about that, being a watchman on the wall, right? I've kind of stepped into that, where I was more verbal a few years ago. Much love. God bless.